Welcome to Storm of Truth Preparedness. Like, share, and subscribe. We'll let some people get on. This was an unannounced live stream.
Aren't most all of them unannounced?
You want some water?
I don't know yet.
We got somebody on. How you feel tonight?
Tired.
Tired?
Very tired. Tired, kind of like somebody that was still up at 1 o'clock this morning.
Yeah. Hey, coffee guy, how you doing tonight? All right, we already got a decent amount of people on. We're going to be talking about agendas coming in the near future. And they're going to be planning on more or less stripping the rest of the freedoms we got left. So this is going to be serious talk tonight. Hey, Sharon, how you doing? We'll let it. See if we get up to 20, we'll go ahead. Hey, Diane. South Carolina. And my wife, this is Prepping the Truth. So if anybody's brand new on here, y'all go check her channel out. Subscribe there too. I would thank you for doing that. Hey, Sandy. Okay, let's go ahead and we're going to go ahead and start talking. I know a lot of y'all probably knows what, I'm going to let you go ahead and weigh in what Switzerland's got planned. I figure it's going to follow suit.
Well, if anybody hasn't seen the video, I'll put a video out about it. But Switzerland is going to start gelling people for turning their thermostats above, I believe it said 19 Celsius, which is actually 66 degrees, 66.2 for us, on Fahrenheit. 3 years in jail if they start rationing the natural gas throughout the winter, which most everybody's done talking about, that there'll probably be gas rations and electricity rations and rationing of everything, to tell you the truth.
I'm going to tell you what that is. That's pure communism. That's tyranny. That's why I want to put my title. That's pure tyranny is what we're seeing right now. So we're going to give you a heads up. Some stuff is coming. It's coming in America. It's not happening right now in California. All this stuff we're seeing, going well about the thermostats. I know you're more up to date on that. I've been reading a bunch about what they're doing out there because they're having that heat wave and droughts and stuff.
Well, in Colorado, it was just like either last week or the week before. I know for a fact, if you have the new smart meters on your electricity, which most everybody does, and then you've upgraded your central heat and air unit systems to the new smart meters inside too, they can literally do what is called an energy emergency, and they can lock down your thermostat and you cannot adjust the temperature, which is what they did. People that didn't have like window units, they literally would try to change the setting on their thermostats, and it had a display on it that said energy emergency, and it would not allow you, if you had opted into a certain agreement, like the energy agreement and all, something another through the company, and if you was one of those that had opted into it, somewhere in the fine print, I guess you could say, they was allowed to shut down your thermostats, and they could adjust your thermostat to what temperature they wanted it, and you could not change it. It didn't matter if it went up to 120 degrees and your house was 100 degrees inside, you could not adjust your thermostat because they said there was an energy emergency. So, and a lot of people has upgraded them central heat and air units to all this new electronic stuff.
The smart meters, I know most everybody's just about got them now. There is a few people that don't have certain areas still don't have the smart meters, but that lets you know more and more why they put them smart meters in there. And also, it's more or less surveillance state. We got no privacy no more. They're Alexa, off Amazon, anything like that out there. It's right now. It's so weird. Let me know in the comments if it's happened to y'all. I can talk about something on my computer, and all of a sudden, within 5-10 minutes later, maybe the next day, ads will come up what I've been talking about. That will let you know right now how much they are watching and listening to our conversations. But that's why the smart meter was created. That's another strategy right there to go ahead, more control, more communism.
Yeah. It's all, anything that says smart in front of it is usually something you probably don't need.
And hey, everybody, let me go ahead and do a shout out. We're gonna talk some more about this. There's so many more mandates that's gonna come in the near future. It's gonna be unbelievable. It's one step at a time, more and more. But it's getting more out in the open. It's nothing hiding no more.
Right.
Hey Keith. Hey Joyce. Yeah. Hey Jake. Hey Katie. Hey Jennifer. Hey, don't you know? Hey Jeanette. Say hello to Coffee Guy and Mary Jane.
Yeah, but just like right now, if they can use those thermostats, smart thermostats to cut your air off, then a lot of people is going to be using those same smart thermostats for their central heat and air for their heat during the wintertime. That means that they could cut it down and make you not be able to raise your heat in the wintertime. But not only that, it's just not the smart thermostats. The smart meters that are actually on the outside of your house. They control your whole entire power system. They can cut that on and off too. Like where we live on the power system we're on, there's no such thing as if you don't pay your power bill, then they come out and they cut it off at the house right there and put a lock on it and stuff like that. They just shut you down at the power grid. Like they don't come out. It's in the office. They just cut your power off. So if they can cut your power off like that, they can cut your power off, in an energy emergency.
Well, just like California, I've been doing research on that state for years and years. They've had a plan to break up California in sections across California for years on top of years, not just lately. A group of people has been planning on breaking it up in about 5 to 10 parts to begin with. They've tried to push this agenda for a long time. That's one of the reasons right now that California has been hit so hard, price them out, so many people have to migrate because of what's going on with all their agendas there. But economy, more or less their economy in California is one of the biggest ones in the world, even though it's just a state. And they're trying to crash the economy from within, and that's what's going on in California like it is. I know most of y'all may know that, but a lot of people don't know that. They want to break up California. They've been trying to do this for years and years, just in sections.
Well, just like Jeanette's putting on there, where she gets emails about her electricity usage and stuff like that. See, with our power company, we can literally go online and you can sign up to get those emails if you want to get those emails. But you can go online when you look at all of your account information, and it literally shows you every single day, the next day after you use it, the exact wattage that you used for that day. And then you can set it, I want to keep my power bill 150 or below, or 200 or below, or it can tell you if it thinks you're using too much. It's doing that same kind of stuff. That's how much it's tracking and wanting to inform you, more or less quit using power. Like if I run our dryer a whole bunch in one day, it kind of red flags it and shows, hey, you used more wattage this day than you used these last 4 days. More or less tells me kind of just to watch what I'm doing, more or less. I mean, I'm just running the dryer. Like if I have a day that I do a whole bunch of laundry, then I get all this big thing on there saying I use more wattage than normal.
Yeah, everything is elevated now. Like you don't have hardly no privacy no more, just like I was talking about. And it's like it's out in the open, just like right now we're talking, and it's more or less tracking everything you say. And it's even more or less out in the open. People is hired through Amazon. They've been caught doing this and everything, listening to conversations, what people saying in their own houses.
Alexa.
So it's our privacy level. We don't have it no more. And this can be used for good technology, or they can use it for bad. And they're using that for bad because the way I look at what y'all are doing in y'all's private lives with you and your family, it is really none of their business to be eavesdropping, hearing what you're doing and everything like that out there. And that's really what they're doing. It's just, and they're recording all this stuff too.
They actually have people that listen to this stuff too.
Yeah, people's paying. It's massive surveillance state. This is a massive agenda going on, which it's going on worldwide, but the United States is doing it big time. Spying on the people.
Yeah, Katie, I actually have mine runs on
Hey,
two spin
Paulette.
cycles. So that's good information for anybody that doesn't know it and is trying to save electricity on your electric bill. Your washer costs less to use. So if you'll run your spin cycle twice at the end, you can run your dryer less. Or if you're hanging them out, they'll dry quicker. Either way, but
let me do a shout out to, hey, Michael. Hello from Ohio. Katie said, that's creepy. I don't want my neighbors to know how much I use. They're spying literally on everybody now. And most people is really caught on. It's just like I said, it's been out in the open for a while. I'll see if I answer any posts.
Yeah, just like Em is talking about, California will not be able to eliminate the electric car mandate. They want to completely eliminate gas vehicles by 2035. Like doing their best to get all this took care of and passed in law and stuff. Knowing that they're in a very severe drought that is having problems even running power stations. They're telling you if you use too much power, you're going to overload the power grid. We're all going to be in blackouts. Want you to convert over to electric vehicles. And then one of the first sets of things they start doing this summer is don't charge up your electric vehicles between this time and that time because you're going to overrun the power grid. I mean, how are you going to go all electric on stuff if you can't run your electric? So the common sense in all of this that's going on is not there.
Well, if you're thinking like them, as evil as they think and abnormal as they think, they don't think about the common senses like it's on here that I'm talking to people, the men and women on here. They're thinking out for themselves how to hurt us and hurt our economy and use every tactic they can. So that's exactly what's going on. That's why everything's going up. It don't have to go up. People that's in control is trying to hurt us all. And that's a worldwide thing going on.
Yep.
Hey, Stacy. Hey, Blair.
Yeah, I have to.
Hey, Kings Outdoors.
I have to agree with Keith. I don't like going in a store everywhere too and then being like, what's your phone number? The first question they ask you, what's your phone number? Like, I don't want this whole entire line of people over here that I have no idea who they are knowing my phone number.
Everybody listens too.
I'm like, nope, don't have one.
Hey, Bonkinator. But I'm telling you, this has been going on for a while, but it's really got out in the open right now. So many more people like y'all, because I'm sure a lot of y'all knows, but it's even deeper than you even believe how much surveillance they are doing on us all. They are literally beyond spying, big time. Hey, Freedom Rain, how y'all doing tonight?
Yeah, anybody that don't believe that everything you've got in your household is spying on you, from your computers to your phones to anything that can record anything, all you gotta do is talk about some certain product that you're interested in, hype it up just a little bit, tell how much you'd like to buy it, if it would go on sale or something. And I guarantee to you, YouTube or Facebook, one is going to pop you up an ad for it.
Yeah. Hey, Lisa. But just like what's going on over in Switzerland, it's coming over here gradually to America, just like right now what they're doing with them thermostats and stuff. It's like a little test that they're going to pull like that. And there's so many wildfires that's going on too. I got to say this, y'all. There's a lot of fires been set. I mean, a lot of stuff unusual. Somebody, I mean, must like match or something, because there's some weird stuff going on with all the factories and the fires. It's just too many. I can understand just a few, or maybe it's disasters, but I mean, it's just, we've really been hit with all kinds of stuff like that. It makes you wonder, somebody just like us, that ain't playing with matches.
Well, they might have been shopping at IGA and got that good deal on the matches I got.
Agenda 2030, yeah.
Yeah.
And all this stuff that we're talking about, it used to be called, for what I'm talking about, well, that's a conspiracy and stuff. And it's not no more. It's out in the open now. It's like they're doing videos and information, everything out there. It's really out in the open. They're literally top, more or less, the WEF forum. If any of y'all's watching any of their videos, they're clearly out in the open with exactly what they're going to planning to do for this world. The population agenda is for real. They're not playing about it. They're not trying to hide it. They literally tell how overpopulated we are and what strategies they got to go in and reduce our population. And population right now, y'all, I looked in the obituaries. I mean, there's a lot of people dying right now, ain't there? I mean, it's more than I've seen in years on top of years.
We haven't seen anything though until winter gets here.
They're gonna play with that power, I think.
Because not only whether they play with the power or not, let's say they don't do anything. Let's say they just leave everything alone. They don't mess with anything. Chances is we know they probably will. But if they're going to charge people the ridiculously insane prices that they are, most people can't afford to cut up the thermostat to stay warm. They're going to have to cut it down to keep it from running as much because, I mean, they can't pay it. They cannot pay an electric bill. They cannot pay rent. They can't make a car payment. They can't put food on the table. All that at one time. So they're going to keep it turned down. They're going to get sick, especially, I hate to say it, older people or those with, their immune system compromised and stuff like that. It's just going to be a big mess.
All the machines, it's got to be run too. There are people, yes. Patients and stuff that needs all this stuff.
Yes. It's just going to be a mess. And a lot of people's going to be sick, and that's not good.
I want to go ahead. I seen a comment right here. He's King's Outdoors said, my wife died. My apologies to you. I'm sorry, King's Outdoor. I do apologize for out there, and I wish you the best, my friend. So many people's immunity right now is compromised and stuff, and they don't have the immunity like, if they get an autoimmune disease, just like my daughter, Faith, she's type 1 diabetic, and that is an autoimmune disease. There's so many children just like her with all kind of other illnesses. I mean, the children right now, when we go to UAB Birmingham Hospital, y'all, there's so many children down there that is sick this day and time with all kind of different stuff that, I mean, it's running rampant, ain't it, for children, ain't it, mm-hmm. sicknesses. Mm-hmm. And the elderly, it's really all ages.
Yeah, just like he's talking about our thrift store haul. Our last thrift store haul, we done a major haul on blankets. And not just any kind of blankets, but the kind that are the ones that actually keep you warm kind of blankets. Because, we've got wood heat, but if it comes down to it, the less wood you have to use, if you can use an extra blanket, help you out in situations like that. So I recommend anybody to have something to keep them warm just in case something happens and you don't have heat. I mean, if you have tents in your house, camping tents, small camping tents, you could literally take a small camping tent and a whole bunch of blankets in the middle of a room and take a small propane heater or something like that if you had to in an emergency situation and heat that tent up carefully. Don't set the tent on fire, but then trying to heat your whole entire house if you had to try to conserve stuff like that.
Or even if you're not the only one in your household, if you had to do it, just like Stephen, he's told so many people and everything, get extra blankets and quilts right now. And he's right. If a disaster happened, just cover yourself up or whatever. But if you had an extra person, the body heat alone right now, if we would help us survive better.
Yeah.
Anything you can to survive.
Thick socks, what they used to call long johns, thermal underwear, the whole suit that goes under your clothes, anything to keep body heat in, boggins, gloves. Everybody needs to be stocked up on that.
I got to watch what I say on here, but I'm going to say this anyway. I think there's a good chance right now that the power grid could just be turned off in certain areas when it gets super cold. They can cut that power off. I know all y'all know anywhere. And if they done it in a real cold region, look how devastating that'd be. If they more or less said, look, we need to save some power. We're going to do some, we're going to have to cut this off, or our power grid's going to go down if we don't, then go ahead and turn it off. Look what havoc that would cause automatically. And they've been warning about the long, dark winter last year and this year. So I think they're going to do that. I think it's going to be turned off because they're already doing rolling blackouts in certain areas.
Yeah.
And let's see who else is on. Hey, Tina. So she said you can camp out in one single room also. Just keep stocking and plan for a hard winter.
Yeah.
That's exactly right. Just think ahead right now for anything to come. And even if you're in a region that you don't think can get real cold, freak weather happens now. I know y'all know it, flooding and all that kind of stuff, and our weather is totally manipulated. They may be, there's more people that knows that they're manipulating the weather now that's out in the open. They're advanced on that technology. I know a bunch of y'all knows what I'm saying right now, and a lot of people's eyes is open up that they can play with that weather, and they like to play with it.
Yeah.
Hey, Crystal. Hey, Teddy. Go to the junkyard. 20-pound propane tanks are about $5. Take them Sam's Club wherever they come. Okay, yeah, that's another good idea. I have seen them there. And hey, Key, how the greetings from Nevada. I don't think I've left off nobody. Well, there's Sailboat Billy. Hey, what do you think? Any more strategies you can think of?
No, I mean that's the top of the list. Just warm clothing, warm blankets. And just like we was talking about in another one, like these curtains are blackout curtains, and they're more expensive than some of the regular just fancy curtains. But these right here really do, if it comes down to it, help keep heat in, and if it comes down to it, and you don't want nobody to know you got lights on or something like that, if you was to be using solar lights or anything like that, you can close these up and nobody can see in. So they have a lot of good uses. I recommend blackout curtains for your house for the energy efficiency of, even if you was to have to use an off-grid energy system or your main system, whatever. They work really good.
I think propane gas, when it gets a little bit cooler, and y'all know it's here in America, it's getting fall time. And I know a lot of y'all lives in a cooler region than us, but when it gets a little cooler, you wait and see if I ain't around this. The propane people is going to jack all that up. The gases, we think they're high now. When it gets just a little bit colder, it's going to be record highs. And a lot of people is not going to be able to afford heat this winter.
Yeah.
And go cold. They're going to have to, I've done a video on either, eat or heat. And that's pitiful. We shouldn't nobody be able to have to worry about food or going cold.
Yeah, you're right.
She said, no notifications. Yeah, Paulette. Lots of people tells me that on my channel. They do on yours too, don't they?
Sometimes, yeah.
I've had it. I've had so many people tell me they don't get notifications. I have since my beginning. Mm-hmm. I think it's some stuff I've been out and open with and warn people and stuff like that. But I feel like right now we need to work together as a group. I know there's so much censorship going on, but I ain't worried about no censorship. As long as God gives me a voice, I'm going to tell what I feel like is coming, what I see is coming. And it's the stuff they're pulling, it's off the charts, but they're going to pull it. Buddy heater runs 4 hours on low on 1 pound. So a lot of people, Stevens, bought them buddy heaters. A lot of people has got them. Mm-hmm. They said they didn't get a notification either. I wish every single one of y'all got. If everybody got a notification right now, we'd probably have a lot more people on there. Lots of the prepper channels I know and preparedness channels, all their people gets the notifications, but mine don't. So that's why I rely on y'all or whatever. It's more or less, I'm old school anyway. Word of mouth. I know right now, y'all can spread the word and everything. And I'm going to do as much as I can on my end. Have thick curtains at them curtains helps the air not to come in too. Them blackout curtains to me is very good for privacy and keeping your house either cooler or warmer. Hey, Kathy. She said, I've used buddy heaters during ice storms, no problems with them.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a question for you, Power. So what canner do you recommend?
For me, there's a lot of different ones. There's All American, but I got one that I paid $99 for, and it stacks 2 on there. And it's the 23-quart pressure canner. It's the Presto version. Some people like it, some people doesn't, but I have never had not one problem out of it. All my jars seal. All of it works good. So I definitely recommend for the money the Presto 23-quart pressure canner.
I wasn't going to get on this subject, But I think they're going to go. I know we do have some food shortages and stuff. Probably going to get a lot worse on that. But come this wintertime, my opinion, they're going to go up on the food, keep on going up on food, and that's where they're going to hurt you on the price of food. They won't, they ain't no stopping point right now. They're going to use every excuse they can to keep on raising the prices.
Yeah.
But most of y'all been prepping so long, and y'all are, every one of the names I'm seeing pop up, y'all are, I've been prepping a long time.
Yeah, Pie War. Now, I've had this one for quite a long time, but last time I looked, I think it was like $119. What it is currently right now, I don't know, but I paid $99 for it at Ace Hardware, out of all places. So I don't know what their deal was with it, but last time I looked at Walmart, it was $119. But for the money, can't go wrong with it.
What Freedom Rain said, yes, we need to do more videos on that right there. You're exactly right. Just like they're adding monosodium glutamate. And if y'all don't know what monosodium glutamate is, right now your body needs to be adjusted enough in your system to have GABA levels and glutamate. And right now, if you got too much glutamate in your system, it makes you feel real bad. It gives you anxiety, causes sleeping problems. And that monosodium glutamate should not be put in food whatsoever. Your body makes enough of that. We don't need that. But if you will look on your foods, even pizzas and everything, they are adding monosodium glutamate. And what it does, I was going to say it, they are meaning to do that. Our food right now is being done like that intentionally. And the way that works is it makes your GABA levels, GABA, y'all can look it up. It makes your GABA levels low. And when it does that, it messes you up on lots of different levels. It gets them lower and you can't sleep as good. It makes you worry more. And that's exactly why that is put in there. And they're loading foods up with monosodium glutamate. Start looking for everything you can. It's in the labels. I wish they wouldn't put it in the food. Yeah, and it don't take much of that right there. And then if you eat, say, 3 meals a day that's got in it, you're so overloaded compared to your GABA levels. They need to be level. And that's why so many people right now is having anxiety problems and stuff like that because they don't know nothing about this, and they're eating so much monosodium glutamate, it's poisoning their body. It's overriding their body with it.
See, Kiha's even telling another name for it.
Yeah, they got different names. Yeah.
So there's another, because a lot of
they try to trick you on that. There's so many different names for it and stuff on that. But sometimes on ours here in Alabama, a lot of times they still put monosodium glutamate, but I've been noticing they got a bunch of different names. We need to link all the names that are on there. And I'm sure a lot of the processed food, they're probably not even labeling it's on there, and they're still putting it in there. Mm-hmm. And usually when you eat it, my side effect, it does, I think you just explain your side effect. What it does? It does mainly about mine.
Mainly on mine, my biggest side effect is I have a massive migraine. I'm talking about a migraine that you can't get rid of for like 20 hours.
It makes my head feel funny, and it gets me tired right after I eat. And I can literally look at the label after I do that and know if I didn't pay no attention before, if it's some kind of processed food, I'll tell her I had glutamate in it. A lot of times I don't call it monosodium glutamate. I just call it glutamate. Look at that, migraines. That's why so many people right now, and it's like a hidden in the food and stuff, even though they're putting it in there with different names. That's why so many people, especially women, is having migraines. Mm-hmm. Major, yeah.
Yeah.
Y'all just look, makes my heart beat. It does, Steven. It does mean the same thing. I think it does mean a little different than y'all
women are easier to trigger migraines on.
I could eat something with monosodium glutamate within 10 or 15 minutes, even if it's not labeled on there. I can tell it's in there because it gives me a funny, like my heartbeat. I know Steven knows what I'm talking about. It like skips and does a rapid heartbeat. It does that, but my head feels real funny too. But she has massive migraines when she eats it. So we're trying to look at our foods, but we need to put something on there and the community post, figure out all the names that they got for it. But there's so many different names. They're trying to trick you where you don't know what's in there. Aspartame does it to me. Yes, MSG's got so many different side effects compared to every single one of them has different side effects. Soy triggers my headaches. Soy don't agree with me either, Freedom Rain. I hardly ever eat anything with soy. I try, just to be honest with you, I try not to never eat anything with soy in it. Used to years ago, I would eat stuff with soy in it.
Yeah, Pie War, there's a lot of other countries over there that literally adds it to their food like a spice.
What's that?
Like Japan, they literally have MSG considered a spice.
It ain't no
like
spice.
That they add this stuff.
It's poison. That's what it is. It's a lot. I'm gonna tell you straight out. It is light poison. It's literally, y'all know. I mean, it's going down. Our food, more or less, has got a light dose of what it is, because when it makes your body mess up like that, it causes side effects and overrides the good in your body. Is what it's doing. There's a purpose for them putting it in that food. And our FDA, just like they're wanting us, I wasn't planning on getting this subject, just like they're more or less the bugs are planning on all us to eat. It's a set up deal. Price is out on food, and go ahead more or less wants to submit to that later on, which we ain't going to eat that, but they're going to try their best. There'll be a lot of people that will eat that. But I don't care. I don't want no kind of roach, nothing. The only roach I like is a dead roach. That's the only roach I like. Cereals contain so many different. Let me just.
All of our processed foods.
Just right now, I know y'all know. You can look at the label. Right now, say if it's like Paul is talking about, if it's like, more or less like cornflakes. Well, you think it just has corn in it, been dried out with something. It'll have about that many ingredients on it. You're reading down there ingredient by ingredient. It's so many different ingredients, antifungals and everything else.
Here, Jane says she'll eat beets before bugs.
That's how far we come, y'all. They've got process. They're building process plants. They've got a bunch already built worldwide. And they're wanting us all to be the market for it, too. Radioactive oatmeal. Hey, Florida Glitz, how you doing? What percentage would you say food's got monosodium glutamate in it?
The majority of it.
Even if it's got different names on that right there.
Majority of it.
Probably on processed food. What would you figure? 60 to 80%?
Or more.
Leaving from desert, Harrington. It's going to be a relief for you, Keith. Yeah. Well, the reason they're wanting to use that, it makes good common sense. I mean, they're going to take something that is not supposed to be eaten by human beings at all. Roaches, y'all all know this right now. Roaches reproduce so fast, and plus they're so contaminated with everything. We're not meant to ingest them whatsoever. So they look at it like, go ahead and have a bunch of facilities go ahead and produce a bunch of them because they breed and just have them one after another like that. So that's why they won't use them for their benefit to go ahead and depopulate us. Just to be honest with you, it's the depopulation agenda. Why else would somebody want to feed you roaches? I mean, I know it's 2022 and say it's good for you too. Saying the protein is, all this is so good for you, your system. When right now, anybody on this earth right now could eat a roach in your body right now, or a gnat or anything. It's going to try its best to go ahead and spit it out. And them same people that's got them businesses made, the elites and everything else that is building them, they are not going to eat them. Them and their families is not going to eat none of that stuff. We have over 1,500 kids coming to our door for Halloween. The candy is $21.9. Boy, that.
I noticed that I went to the dollar store yesterday, and just the little bitty 4-ounce bags of Hershey candy was $5 to $8.
Candy used to be dirt real cheap.
And which this wasn't Halloween candy or anything. It was just the little bags of candy. And I'm like, that is ridiculous for 3 ounces of candy.
Yeah, Teddy said hit the like. Thank you. He said smash the like button. Thank you very much, Teddy, for saying it. If y'all will hit that like button, the more y'all hit it, even though I'm getting suppressed, it will put it out there and more people will get to watch it. I talked to her a while ago. I said, I think we need to go in here and talk to people. I know most of y'all's prepared, but I'm just giving y'all a heads up. It's going to go a lot deeper than you really even imagine. Because all you got to think about right now, that there is a group of people that is actually building facilities worldwide, and it's going to be legalized to sell more or less some of the worstest poison insects on this earth back to us.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because really on an insect like that, roach and a fly is one of the, they're done doing the fly, the whatever the other stuff is. They're done using that fly, I can't think of the fly, but the most contaminated insects on the face of this earth. I went cricket and shot one shotgun. Can't find them. We've been poisoned so much here. I can walk across our property, and when I was a kid, we had grasshoppers and crickets, everything all over the yard. I can take y'all across my yard right now. They have sprayed so much Roundup and everything else, plus in the air. I mean, y'all know the chemtrails, all this other kinds of stuff. They're spraying. We don't even have no crickets, nothing like that. All we got is fire ants on the ground. We got the fire ants adapt. If anybody's got fire ants in their area, they know what I'm saying. Them fire ants, it don't matter what you do to them, they'll go ahead and keep growing. But the insects and our butterflies and stuff, they have been poisoned, and they're just about history. Hey, Debbie's cooking. How you doing tonight? I ain't never shot them with a gun, Stephen, but I have killed a bunch of them outside and everywhere else. But they ain't a whole lot, just like I said, in the ground.
They're not. Yes, Billy, I was talking about that earlier. Our weather here is abnormally cool, and it's wet.
Yeah.
I think winter's around the corner, and it's going to be cold, and it's going to be rough.
Paulette maybe taught me no yawning. I may have yawned.
No, I think it's me because I'm yawning after that 1 o'clock live stream last night. We was still up on. I'm tired.
Well, there's
TJ.
I
cleaned all day long.
TJ, I'm glad you come on. That's okay. I know you're a busy woman, so I'm glad you come on tonight. We just been talking about the events that's going on and stuff like that. We're just going to do a short live stream tonight. I just thought we need to come on and talk to everybody. Plus, got that my mind on that monosodium glutamate, because the people that don't know that watch this later on, y'all try your best not to eat that. It is terrible for your body.
Yeah, it is.
Because not everybody knows about it. Monarch population is down over 80%. We used to have so many monarch butterflies here in Alabama now. Very rarely even see one.
No, we don't have any left.
Just every once in a while we'll see a butterfly flying around. It's a pretty sight to see. I miss them, but it's all that poison. And people spraying their crops and spraying their fields around us so much. We have stuff most on it. I have seen Asian Hawaii, yeah, that's right there. The it's like the roaches and stuff. That just don't even sound appetizing. We know it ain't gonna be appetized, no matter what they do to it.
No, Lisa, I'm not having any problems anymore. Not since all that stuff got removed, so it's doing good. It's pretty much all nothing. Every once in a while, the incision spot, if it gets rubbed on or something like that, it's still tender. But I figure that'll be a little while before it's all the way done. But
it's healed up good. If you don't mind, just
other than
pull
that,
down slip, but show them how good it's healed. They remember. Most of y'all remember when she had that surgery. The scar is really a lot better. It's barely even showing. She's come a long way. She's got a world of energy now. She was, before she got that surgery, y'all remember, she was down and out. She was in, health-wise, she was in bad shape. She said, that looks wonderful.
Thank you.
I told her the other day, she said, how bad is this scar? I said, Sasha, that scar does not, I said, that scar is just about healed up.
Yeah, and I haven't put anything on it either. Like no kind of creams or anything. That's just how it done on its own.
I'm thankful y'all. So many people, so many of y'all prayed for her and stuff like that. That's why she healed up good. And plus, she got a good surgeon. I'm thankful to y'all, the prayers, and to God. Worked out. Can't even see any scar and looks great. Yeah. She first got done. She was like, oh no, look at this. But it just rapidly healed. I know y'all remember.
TJ, that's a good one.
She is. Yeah, it shows. She's smiling now and she's happy now and feeling so much better. And
I can keep him on his toes now.
Got her nails done, puts on her lipstick. Yeah. Yeah. Before we done this live stream a while ago, she didn't have no makeup on. I said, if you don't want to, you ain't got to put on no makeup, whatever. She said, I got to put on some makeup. I said, no, don't even worry about it. Just come. She said, no, I'm going to put a little makeup and lipstick on.
I cleaned house all day. And when I say cleaned house, I mean like moved beds, deep cleaned house. Because
y'all have seen us so many times and stuff. I told her, don't even worry about no makeup. But she took about extra 10, 15 minutes and put some on. You didn't know about. Never. Well, tell Katie she's new what kind of surgery, what you had done.
I had my thyroid removed. It's what I had done. So, yeah. And it's just been, well, it ain't even been 3 months.
Katie, if you go back and watch some of her older videos, everybody remembers on here that's been with us for a while. Her poor old neck, it got out bad. She couldn't swallow. She couldn't sleep. She had a massive heart attack. She had a bunch of side effects from it. Her hormone levels so messed up. But right when she got the surgery done, she ate right after the surgery, and she's been eating. She don't choke now or nothing. Jeff doesn't need makeup. Yeah.
That's why I need to start doing him like they do all them other people on TV. Sit you down in a chair and start putting your powder on.
Well, I hadn't shaved either. Well, us men don't wear makeup. Mother out there won't put on tissues. I got my hat on. Well, no, I'll take that back. There is some man that does.
Some do.
So I guess some does. I better take that
TJ,
back.
if I was closer, I'd come clean your house too.
But I will say this on here. Y'all got my word as far as I'm on here, coming on here. I don't believe y'all got no worries about me putting on any makeup on.
No, they don't. And if they ever notice that y'all, you're not on here if I
do that,
you'll
y'all
know
just,
I've had him committed for putting
y'all
makeup
just say
on.
that Alabama guy's lost his mind if he does that. Jeff could use a little lipstick. Well, I know what she's talking about here. Let me get there. That'd be the only. Don't you know that'd be the only? Yeah.
That's what I done the other day. He was doing something. I give him a kiss. I said, "Well, now you got lipstick on."
That was funny too. Back days, my husband died. Oh my God! I said you look so funny. Or did back in the 80s, my husband did. Oh my God! I said.
Bright red, Jeff. Kathy says.
Yeah. We cut the air off in here. It's a little warm in here too. So no manicures from the. No, I ain't never got my nails done or nothing like that. I just cut myself and my toenails and nails.
That's a good one.
Can't see Jeff. Yeah. Oh, y'all don't want me to see it. I mean, I don't think y'all got nothing to worry about there.
I got all kinds of colors to choose from, though, if he ever decides to.
Yeah. I'll let y'all use that. It's that kiss that made you warm. Oh, well, hello, Ginger. How you doing? Hey, Jen. Still looking. No, we found a new gym. We've been going there 2 or 3 days. You guys do a live stream Bible study. Stephen, that's what I talked to her about earlier. I said, we ought to. When I talked to you about that, was yesterday. It yet? I talked to her about that yesterday. I said, Sasha, we ought to go ahead and do a live stream and everything and talk about the Bible. Because that Bible, y'all, I'm telling you right now, a lot of it right now, we're getting deeper in it. It's Starting to fulfill more and more. It's got a while ago, but it's starting to fulfill.
Get the girls to paint his toenails.
Yeah, when they was little, they all the time they were like, "Daddy, let me." Which,
I run out of fingernails and stuff to paint. There ain't but so many fingernails I got to paint.
when you got girls to that age, they're girls too. They want to do stuff about painting fingernails and everything else.
Yeah.
Proper preparedness. Yeah. We need to. It's like Revelation. So we've read the whole Bible. She's read the whole Bible. Even, I don't know how many times. How many times you've read the whole Bible?
5.
5 times page for page. That would be cute. The girls painting the toes.
My youngest son lets his granddaughter paint his nails. She's 4. That sounds like girls.
Jamie said, "Hey, y'all, love the Bible study idea." Hey, Doug, South Carolina. And hey, Randy, I've seen your name pop up. Army camo. I have put that now. I have covered my whole face. And back,
some of that football stuff.
Yeah, and back when I played football, high school football stuff, I don't know, it's just a guy thing. Part of us guys playing football, we put that underneath our eyeballs. In my head, it made me feel tougher and stuff. Plus, it did help with the sun, too, in Alabama. It was hot playing and practicing. Keith, they already did something like Bitcoin. Process members, yeah, them girls is growing up quick, too, y'all. Well, I was like, we ordered do a live stream and about the Bible and events to come and stuff. Mark of the Beast system coming very soon could be the digital currency in use this year. There's a lot coming, y'all.
And it looked cool.
I wish I had girls, but boys are wonderful. Yeah, boys are. Boys and girls are. What'd you say about looking cool? What are you doing?
Randy said it looked cool on all the face stuff.
Yeah, I always liked that. It made you in your head as a guy. It made you feel like you was better than you was. Made you feel tough going after a football game, putting that stuff on your eyes. All right, Freedom
Good
Rain.
luck, Freedom Rain with that.
I guess we're going to go ahead and get off here, but if y'all would like to do a Bible study or something like that out there, we would do a Bible study with y'all. God bless freedom. You're exactly right. They're coming after freedom one by one, a little bit at a time, y'all. I want to keep her freedom. Jeff, you play half court. Well, I played basketball in school and everything, Keith, but I played for years. I played since I was little, all the way through school. I played basketball every year. I always liked basketball, but I played sports. Wednesday would be the best day for me to do a Bible story. Okay. Well, there's a lot of people that want to do that. We could do that if y'all want to do it. Yes, would love a Bible study. Coffee guy said yes to the Bible study. Will that sound good to you?
I guess that might be a confirmation on.
That lets us know there's been a
y'all
bunch of people.
must have been using some of the maps and listening in on some conversations.
Yeah, because I asked you earlier. I was like,
he was talking about. He's like, you could just kind of add that in on stuff.
Yeah, I was like if you want to, we'll start doing a live stream or Bible study like that right there. And then y'all brought it up. I think it's a good idea.
Jessica says, I told you to start working on that boy.
I don't know, y'all. It'd be America if I had any more kids, me and her. But it's possible. Anything's possible with the Lord. Yeah, good night, everyone, y'all. And I guess it's been a fun live stream, hasn't it? We've had a good weekend.
I'm going to eat.
In my body, my spirit belongs to God. They can't touch my spirit. That's right.
That's right.
You're right, Stephen. It's the way it is. Oh, there's Calariel. Hey, Calariel. Well, all y'all have an awesome night and be looking for Bibles. We'll have a Bible study. We'll have one together. That sounds fun to me and interesting. The Bible's so interesting too. It's just reading it I like every one of the chapters, but right now Revelations is open up so much. It's amazing the time we're in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, God bless everyone, y'all. Thank y'all for taking the time of y'all's night to hang out with us. And we will do another live stream pretty soon, me and her, and we're gonna do a Bible study. We should have done one a while back, but we hadn't. Paulette, every one of y'all have an awesome night and rest of the good weekend too. And we'll see y'all in the next live stream. And bye, y'all.